So, I forgot to open the script.
Off to a great start.
Happens sometimes. It's cool.
It happens to the best of us.
So, the part where we were choosing where we go didn't make it into the edit because I didn't feel like it. And we'll do this part next episode.
Oh, what the hell?
Cry about it. The choice was who, it's been 7 years since then. I wonder how the mansion has changed. In just a few minutes, I'll be there. If I had to intentionally remember something right now, that would be, first choice. About my father, Tohno Makihisa. About sister Akiha, surely. Or, now that I think about it, there was one more child that played with us on that land. And, we chose the third option. And it is majority vote. Valentine's vote would not have changed anything. Pop. Now that I think about it, there was a lot of people living in the Tohno household besides Makihisa and Akiha. The Tohno relatives. Yeah?
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big house, yeah.
Well, they do live in a mansion. Just living like the 2%, you know?
Mm-hmm. The Tohno relatives stayed in the main building. The house employees lived in an annex to the building. Another building that's connected to the building.
All right, I know what an annex is.
I'm saying that because I didn't before this.
Oh yeah, I remember Googling that.
It was 7 years ago, so I can only faintly recall. But besides me and Akiha, there was another kid we played with. How many times will this fucker say that it was just 7 years ago?
I know. We were
in the original one, it was a lot of times. It is ingrained in my mind, so like, I expect more. It will keep ingraining in my mind in this one too.
PP and I were fuming when we were translating this.
7 years ago.
7 years ago. Was it even 7 years ago in the original?
I think it was, no, I think it was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Estimates inaccurate.
Yeah, they changed the time for some reason.
What a difference it made.
Oh, right, because he was 18. Because he was 18 in the original, because he had sex, right?
Oh, and he doesn't have to be 18. Okay, I see.
That 1 year difference makes a lot of changes, you know? Age of consent.
Yeah.
Which is what, from I've heard, everybody got de-age in this new one.
Seems like it. But at the same time, the age of consent in Japan is lower. I guess...
That's pretty cringe.
Yeah, well...
It's still iffy, right?
Yeah. I think okay, first of all, I'm not a lawyer and definitely not in Japan. But from what I have researched, the national age of consent in Japan is 13, but basically every region of Japan raises it to 18.
Aha.
Good. Based.
That makes sense.
National age of consent 13. That's pretty cringe to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Who was it again? The kid we played with. Who was it again? It's no use. I can't remember. You thought we were going to get a new character name. Tough luck.
Is it Vampire Lady?
It's all connected.
We'll meet the vampire. We'll see the vampire lady.
Okay.
Wait for the vampire lady.
I will.
We will know things in time. At the time, the mansion was crowded with people. Keiko told me that back then Makihisa was vigorously expanding his business. So many
That's an excuse.
So
Expanding business. He's a rich man.
expanding his business. So many strangers came by each day. You could say it'd be ridiculous for me to remember them all. Yeah, the 1%. Rich get richer.
Yeah, the rich get richer. You know, he's not really expanding business. He just paid them to come there. You know, just to add to the ambience of the household.
Capitalism.
Yeah. They've been paid to go there, Shiki.
Should I redo that line?
I heard it.
Okay, cool. That's right. I should think about Dad instead.
Thank you for like giving us the choice and then not really giving us the choice. The illusion of free choice.
Dude, oh man, I should have recorded when PP and I were doing this. We were so mad.
The illusion of free choice. You ask about the child, you get the dad anyways.
That's what capitalism is all about, you know? I think.
Yeah, sure.
I think back to what happened between me and my father, Tohno Makihisa.
Yeah, you keep saying Tohno Makihisa, and I don't know why.
That being said, I can't remember anything that father and I did together.
He needs to tell himself in his head that, yeah, I remember my dad's name. Yeah, that's his name, alright?
Yeah, right.
That's his full name.
Tie himself to reality. Also, by the way, I remembered one thing about the 7 years ago. On the train, one of the first things that he thought was he was trying to count the minutes that he has been riding on that train in his brain. So maybe that's like an aspect of that hobby of his. He's just been counting the years in his head. And that's where he's reminding himself.
I see.
I think that's like a cue for him, you know. We have our cues sometime. That weird habit.
I guess.
This is Shiki's habit, which is reminding himself of the obvious, telling himself the same thing again and again.
Such a good narrator. He can't remember anything that he and Dad did together. He was a strict father, but at the same time, a quiet human who didn't show much emotion. Don't go outside. Don't go into the streets. People by nature have a social status. We must protect our precious bloodline. You mustn't see other humans as equals.
Whoa. Common 1% behavior.
We had fun with that one.
Yeah. Those were Makihisa's and, as a result, the Tohno family's rules. I rebelled against those rules.
You go, Shiki.
The Shiki Manifesto, I don't know.
Shiki Manifesto. Now we have our title.
7 years ago.
Against capitalism, Shiki Tohno writes his manifesto against the Tohno household.
Yeah, and he uses the sickle to trace the lines of capitalist rule.
He uses the sickle to trace the lines of capitalism, and with his hammer, he asserts himself into it.
I feel like we may have to cut this out for being too political.
Politics in my Tsukihime reading? No way. It's much more likely than you thought.
I felt like the things my father was teaching me were wrong. Not because they were logically unsound, he just wasn't convincing enough. Okay.
He's been brainwashed as a child, damn.
Well, he's good at resisting the brainwashing. In truth, I'm not sure if that thought was my own, but even as a child, I felt that those rules were antiquated. I wasn't the only one whose opinions differed from Makihisa's, but I was the only one who could voice my complaints to his face. As a result, I broke one of the rules and sneaked away from the mansion. Yeah, say it. What did you want to say?
You go, Shiki. Break the rules.
Hell yeah.
Only to get into the accident.
Well, progress.
Baby
One step at a
steps,
time.
yeah.
One step at a time. You may fall, trip on stairs, but don't give up.
It's always nice to see it.
outside. Sorry.
It's always nice to see a Tohno player get humbled.
Oh no, we're not playing multi-blood. It's all good. No.
It's like, don't go outside because a building might fall down on top of you.
Yeah.
And funny enough, the building did fall on top of you. But don't give up though. just a minor setback.
Well, a little bit more than a minor setback, as he got chased out of the house for that.
Specifics.
It's his fault the building fell down on top of him.
It was in the last episode, I think, Makihisa's reasoning was that I can't have my heir be someone who could die at any moment.
Yeah.
So there was that. Yeah. Yeah. The world outside the mansion is repulsive. It is poison to you too. How ironic. Father's, or Makihisa's, favorite phrase was only true for me. Only, like, rang true for me. After I woke up in the hospital, Makihisa never came to visit me. The day I was discharged from the hospital and came back to the mansion, he ordered me to go to the Arimas. That is my last memory of him. And that Makihisa is no longer with us. The fact that I can't come up with any thoughts about my parents' death is very telling of my relationship with him.
It's fine.
And yeah, I meant parents as in parent apostrophe S. Parents'
Yeah,
death.
yeah, there's no mother. There's no mother here.
There is. I mean, you haven't watched the recap because it isn't out yet, but they mentioned that Akiha's, well, mother died the year Akiha was born. So there.
Oh yeah, there's no mother here.
I mean, technically, sure, okay. Scene change. The main gate is closed tight.
Jeez, this shit again.
As a child, I just thought of it as a big house, but after having lived in the normal-sized household of the Arimas, I finally got a feeling for how gigantic it truly is. The hill or mountain or plateau overlooking the city is owned by the Tohno family. The estate is larger than our high school, and if you include the forest in the back, probably 3 times larger. It's surrounded by a tall fence and trees, making it impossible to see what's going on inside. Yeah. An entrance of a main gate is closed as to prevent anyone from coming in. Yeah, the main gate is an entrance. That needed to be specified.
Who would have thought?
Beside the gate through which the automobiles pass lies an entry and exit way for human beings. After a moment of hesitation, I press the button which I think of as the doorbell. Sound effects, baby. Unlike a normal intercom, there is no confirmation sound to be heard on the outside. After a few seconds, along with a mechanical sound that seemed to say, "Please enter," the The lock cancelled its lockiness. We were having fun.
Advanced as mentioned.
Yeah.
Giving like the 2%.
Automatic locks.
I think rather than saying we were having fun, it might be more accurate to say we were losing our minds.
Yeah, that was kind of in between those two. At least that's how I felt.
It took us hours to get to this point.
Yeah. Pressing, by the way, there's dialogue.
ここのドア、全自動になったんだ。昔は守衛さんがいたんだけどな。
This door is fully automatic now, huh? There used to be a door guard here. Squeak. I open the heavy door and enter the premises. I go through the stone gateway. With a satisfying clack, the door rocked itself behind me. As in locked, but... Passing through the main gate, the gently sloping road is stretching farther and farther. The road enclosed by trees is reminiscent of a tunnel. The road stretches due east, and after 131 feet to 2.808 inches, or 40 meters, bends at a right angle northward. Every step I take, my memory revives, as if getting colored in.
By the way, I just want to mention, these footstep sounds play on loop forever.
Yep.
And we heard them for like over an hour.
Yep.
Very nice.
Just those kinds of things. But it is a long road, though, to be fair.
It's 100-something feet and 2.808 inches.
Yeah. It's a whopping 40 meters, even. Every step I take, my memory revives as if colored in. I know this road. I ran on this road many times. Just a little bit. When I reach the corner, I turn north, and on my left will be... The song is good.
There it is.
Like a wall of chalk, the Tohno mansion rises up. Ah. A sigh of both admiration and resignation leaked out. The mansion hasn't changed at all since that time. According to Father, although it was heavily renovated after the war...
The war?
After the war, yes. The fundamental structure has been passed down from grandfather and from his grandfather's generation. Let me rephrase that. It was heavily renovated after the war. The fundamentals, although it was heavily renovated after the war, the fundamental structure has been passed down from grandfather and from his grandfather's generation. For hundreds of years, this powerful man's castle has existed on this land. For Makihisa, no, for all of Tohno's, this mansion must be a sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
I remember, at the annual family reunion, a lot of adults would ask my father to rent a room in the mansion. Or more accurately...
It's your own house. It's your own house. You got money.
Lazy bums.
They offered money for it. His rent. From what I understand, the translation implies that they paid for it.
Imagine being 1% and renting. Come on, buy your own house.
True. And more accurately, it's not a room, rent out a corner of the mansion. So it's, I mean, it means a room, but it's like emphasizing a small part of it.
Do you see the Tohno household as a hotel? Get out.
I will not tolerate freeloaders in my mansion. Come back when you're a little, richer.
Awesome.
They were successful businessmen who probably had palaces of their own, but for some reason they were obsessed with living here. I wonder if for them, living on this land was a privilege. Truly, the apex of stupidity. Okay, and this I need to prepare myself for.
Oh boy.
To me, for whom the cloak of noble life nay fit, the thought of lavish dwelling never hit.
Nice.
Nice.
I just made it rhyme for no reason.
It's pleasant.
I've come this far, I can't turn back. There is a shotgun in the shack. No, I've come this far, I can't turn back. To the side of the door is a disproportionately large doorbell. Shaking off my nervousness, I pressed the doorbell. It didn't make the familiar ding-dong ping-pong noise. After a few seconds of heavy silence, from the other side of the door, I heard a busy sound of footsteps. Oh, busy sound of footsteps. Excuse me. Press it.
はい、お待ち申し上げておりました。
I'm grinning right now.
Despite its heavy appearance, despite its heavy appearance, the door opened lightly.
Oh, my eyes! My eyes!
That's a visual.
Let's go.
The setting sun is peeking through the window. I was prepared for this to happen, but I took a breath and looked around the large lobby. Architectural beauty that overwhelms those who visit. I am struck by an illusion like I traveled back in time to a different era, a different country, a different country.
Damn, we're back in the Renaissance in Europe.
Yeah. Get lung disease, die from it.
Well, he's one step there. He has his anemia.
Right. The interior design of the mansion was so old-fashioned, even the air inside was different. Even so, this is the familiar lobby of the Tohno residence.
There we go.
Let's go.
In front of me is a lone, young girl who came to meet me, wearing an equally anachronistic outfit.
よかった。あんまりにも遅いものですから、お迷いになられているのではと心配していたんですよ。
This is a good line, so I'm going back.
Okay.
よかった。あんまりにも遅いものですから、お迷いになられているのではと心配していたんですよ。日が落ちてもいらっしゃらないようでしたら、こちらからお迎えに向かうところでした。
Oh, jolly good! You were so late You were so late I was worried you might have gotten lost. I was prepared to go looking for you myself, if you didn't arrive before the sun went down. I went real British at the end there. But oh jolly good just doesn't sound right in an American accent.
So why'd you translate it like that then?
Because it's fun.
Okay.
The girl who made the kimono and apron combo work is smiling.
He's smiling.
いや、
Ah, no. I'm confused by the unexpected developments, so I was lost for words. I was certain the one who welcomed people inside was the stern-faced butler, Makihisa's secretary. Brace yourselves for this.
That's something better.
Racing?
Just that.
Let's go!
The girl tilted her head slightly, like she was suspicious of my confusion.
四季様ですよね。
You're Lord Shiki, correct?
はい。様っていうのは、余計だけど。
Yes, but you don't need to call me Lord.
ですよね。もう、脅かさないでください。
Lover.
Yeah. So you are! Jeez, don't scare me like that.
So expressive.
私、また間違えてしまったのかと、怖くなってしまったじゃないですか。
I was afraid I might have messed up again. The apron-wearing girl put a finger to her lips like an annoyed mother scolding her child. Apparently, she is seriously worried and mad, but still smiling. The girl doesn't destroy the warm atmosphere. Kimono and apron. That is kind of a combo.
This is what, the fourth time he's mentioned it?
Third at least.
It's just that crazy of a combo, dude.
Meeting me at the door like this, calling me a lord. Then she is... Pressing.
すみません。もしかして、ここのお手伝いさんですか？
Excuse me, are you an assistant here? The word maid just doesn't come out of this man's mouth.
It's not.
The girl answered my question with only a smile.
Okay then.
さあ、お疲れでしょ。遠慮せずに上がってくださいな。秋葉様がお手すきになるまで、居間でおくつろぎください。遠慮せずに上がってくださいな。
I liked how she said that.
Oh, I see.
Please don't hesitate to come in. You can go ahead and unwind in the living room until Lady Akiha is free. The girl walked off with relaxed movements, leading the way. She went towards the hallway to the side of the stairs on the east side of the lobby. If I'm not mistaken, the living room is accessible right after. She went towards the hallway to the side of the stairs on the east side of the lobby. If I'm not mistaken, the living room is accessible right after. I... First, decided to follow her quietly, and yes, this is for some reason in past tense now.
Oh.
Nice.
Decided to follow her quietly, decided to stop the girl and ask her name, or wanted to explore the mansion a little bit. I have my vote. By the way, I do lock my votes in while I'm translating, but I will tell them after all of you vote, so yeah.
Okay.
Since this is a completely new decision, all of us vote, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I want to learn her name. I mean, I know her name, but...
Yeah. Yeah, that's my vote too, number 2.
Story-wise, I believe saying I want to know her name would be good.
So all three of you? For wanting to know her name? Okay, mine was third, but... Oh well. And,
I know her name, but, you know.
yeah.
I want Shiki to know her name.
Yeah, I want Shiki to know her name.
So... ready to get out the G-show?
Oh boy, here we go. One sec, let me get it up here. Okay, 少女を呼び止めて名前を聞くことにした。I decided to stop the girl and ask her her name.
Makes sense.
Basically, since I'd feel bad for referring to her as an assistant.
So, I decided to ask the girl's name because it would feel awkward if I just called her assistant the whole time.
Yeah.
Cool.
すみません。名前を聞いていいですか？
I don't think we need to de-show that.
Yeah.
Nah,
Excuse
I know
me.
what it means.
Excuse me. Can I ask your name, please? Essentially. Vaguely.
来たばかりで、今のうちの事情がよくつかめなくて。
I just came here and I don't super understand the situation here.
Well,
I said, basically. I called out to her. So, Google Translate gives kimono girl after astonishingly astonishing.
So good.
And Deepel says, the girl in the kimono looked at me as if she was surprised, and then... See, Deepel is better. It's like much more likely to spit out a sentence that's actually a functional sentence.
yeah, it even caught the fact that the sentence didn't end.
Kohaku と申します。このお屋敷で遠野家のご当主様に仕えさせていただいております。
She said her name. She said her name.
Shouldn't. So, she says, my name is Kohaku very politely.
Yep.
At this mansion, I do something to the Tohno family. I am serving the head of the Tohno family.
In this mansion.
Yeah. My name is Kohaku. I serve the head of the Tohno family in this match. Right.
She's saying it all very, very politely.
Yeah. Jolly
So
good.
So
Jolly
we had a
good.
Tohno family, so that means she's Akiha?
Yeah, yeah.
Serving Akiha?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. The girl wearing a smile.
Kohaku-san bowed to me. Or made a bow. As always, the Shiki Tohno trademark restating, calling
Yep.
the same thing by two names in the same sentence.
Yep.
This is my least favorite song so far.
I think it's alright, but
Taking good time.
yeah.
Good time listening it.
No, I listen to all of the songs a lot
Oh boy.
due to
Oh,
my
God.
position, but this one, like I especially the violin grated on me. Why did you have to put it like that? It was a moist gesture, like a flower opening from a bud.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to make of that either.
A delicate gesture. Let it be delicate.
Yeah, it could be delicate.
I moved to the living room, guided by the girl.
I guess, seeing it for the first time in 7 years, the living room's luxury, or extravagance, whatever, and above that he says scale for some reason, was very different.
Like the scale of size is the scale of luxury.
Had changed so much that that he felt like he was seeing it for the first time.
Okay. Yeah, I
Close
think
enough.
that's fine.
I'm glad this art is so nice.
Yeah. Wanna bring in some more revelations for the class?
I I just felt like I should say something because I haven't for a while.
It's fine.
It's hard to find things to talk about when we're just translating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because I got used to the House of the Arimas, or because the standard, the grade, or the level of the room rose in 7 years.
In any case, it was like an Earthling's house, and I felt uncomfortable. Deep L. Google Translate suggests a local's house, which I think is probably better.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes that happens as well.
I look around the living room, like Kyoto, whatever the hell that means.
Well, looking around, it's just the noise of looking around.
Sure, okay. He looks around the living room.
Jolly good!
借りてきた猫ちゃんみたいですね。
Oh, wow. Shiki, Lord Shiki, you've suddenly melted in my hands.
お気持ちはわかりますが、お気持ちはわかりますが、どうぞ楽にしてくださいまし。ここは四季様の家なんですから。
I understand how you feel, but please make yourself at home. This is your house after all, Shiki, Lord Shiki-sama.
そうですよね。
That's right, huh?
Is right.
I sit my butt upon the sofa. I don't think he says butt, but...
It's my ass.
Sits his ass on the sofa.
So, even though I came back to my own house just now, I am overwhelmed by so many things. I am beyond pathetic.
Amazingly, I wasn't too far off.
Oh, well, that's just sort of my version of it put together. But damn, that's some self-criticism.
I know. What the heck? There's minute above blood. What does that mean?
Do you know what wagon means in this context?
Wagon? No.
Wagon.
Unless it's like... What do you call those things, that like... The folks who clean up hotels, they have these like carts with like towels and such on them. What do you call those?
Probably, yeah. It just says wagon, either wagon or T-wagon.
I guess... Oh yeah, it's a tea cart.
That's a thing that exists.
I don't know if that's what it's called, but yeah, I know the thing.
New concept I found out now. I mean, sure, okay.
I mean, it's like tea cakes.
Tea cakes, yeah. The kimono wearing girl moved over to the tea cart in the corner of the living room, filled a teacup with tea, and placed it on a tray to wait for me.
どうぞ。ソチャですが。
Here.
Socha.
Some type of tea. Aha!
Commoner's tea.
It's commoner's tea, often used when offering someone a cup. Of course, they put down the quality of the tea to be humble. That makes way too much sense.
Okay.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Shiki, what the fuck? I can't help but feel scared when she is so polite with that smiling smile.
Okay.
Sure. That's a feeling I understand.
Unlike the lifestyle of the Arima family, I'm sure I'm sure my roots lie in the low to mid class. I think. Deep L says, I'm sure I'm a petty criminal at heart, which makes zero sense.
I think it's also specifically that he doesn't feel like it's specifically about living at the Arimas. He just it's not that it's just a new experience, it's just that it's too high class for him.
明葉様に声をおかけしてきますので、しばらくお待ちください。 そうですね。おそらく10分ほどかかりますから、それまでお屋敷の中を見て回るのもよろしいかと。
I'll go call Akiha's Lady Akiha. I'll go call Lady Akiha, so wait here for a little while. It'll probably take about 10 minutes. So until then, you can go around the mansion and look about. Go around and look about the mansion.
いいんですか？勝手に歩き回って。
Is that alright if I just go out walking on my own?
I like how we just slotted ourselves into that I'm doing Kohaku and you're doing Shiki for some reason.
何をおっしゃいますやら。ここは四季様のお家です。勝手も何もございません。
What the heck are you saying? This is Lord Shiki's house, so there's no, so it isn't wrong. She's saying it isn't wrong for you to do it on your own.
あ、いえ、でも2階はちょっと行けませんね。明葉様がいらっしゃいますから。
Ah, dang it, she's so cute.
The second floor, you can't really go to the second floor. Lady Akiha is there. Keep correcting myself, but
it's okay.
1階でしたらお好きにご観覧ください。
If it's on the first floor, you may go sightseeing around the mansion as much as you like.
四季様にとっては7年ぶりのお屋敷ですもの。懐かしくて胸が弾んでいますでしょ。
It is Shiki's mansion that you're seeing for the first time in 7 years. Surely you're so nostalgic that your heart is aflutter.
That's a good translation.
That your heart gets set aflutter, but more literally that your chest is bouncing.
Yeah, no, that's a really good translation.
Thank you.
それでは。
While smiling mischievously, Amber said, "Well then," and left the room after bowing.
Ah, yes. Good old Miss Amber.
Miss Amber. Actually, yeah, if you had to localize the names, if you simply had to localize the names, Amber and Jade would fall very naturally there.
Please don't monologue. Okay. I felt a wave of relief wash over me when he didn't go on a monologue.
Well, shit. Actually, I might be illusioned with how... Oh, no, it's just this page. Okay.
Okay, good. Good.
Jolly good. For some reason, I'm just fully attached to the phrase of jolly good now.
It's a good phrase.
He does go on a monologue, but it's shorter. Again, baby steps.
Thank fucking heavens, dude. I cannot listen to this guy monologue forever. I lose brain cells when I listen to a monologue.
That sounds about right, yeah. Bees make honey.
They do.
In this luxuriously made living room, my murmurs reverberate even more emptily.
Alright, and then the next one is... should I stay here and nervously pass the time? Or should I go take a walk around the mansion?
Quietly spend my time here, or stretch my legs.
My legs.
Go.
I do not want to stay in a quiet room and listen to Shiki monologue.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with that.
Valentine, what say you?
Is he dead? Please don't tell me.
Dead.
No.
Valentine. Well, we're stopping after this, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I think probably we don't need to force
Wow.
Chad to wait for Valentine. Oh, hey, welcome back.
Yeah, everything. I had time to go get more drinks.
Well, did you? We were waiting here for you to say your vote to us. Now we need to explain what the voting options are.
You know, I feel like it's gonna throw a curveball, and if we investigate, there's not gonna be much. But if we stay here, somebody might be here. Might go into the room.
So you're voting to stay put?
Yeah. I'm going to stay
Alright.
put.
Yeah, and my
Chad and I voted to leave.
and my original vote was to leave as well. I take
Are
like
you changing it?
the first option. I take like the first option as my vote. I put down the first option that I did while translating or while investigating. So yeah, that was my first option.
Okay.
So yeah, and if I voted for stay here, we would need a tiebreaker. And how would we rule that? I don't want to. I don't want to think about that. So we'll go investigate. Let it be.
Well, let's just hope it's not a trick then.
Uh,
And that's where we stop.
that's where we stop.